I'm Andy Bullard, and I live in Orlando, Florida.
And Andy, tell us a little bit more of why you're here today.
I'm here because my wife's car is ready. We've been married since 2001, and since about 2002 or 3, my wife has said, I want a 1985 Mercedes in black with a black interior. It is April 21st of 2022 today, and she finally has it, which is an incredibly exciting day for her and us by osmosis. This is something that has always been on her list of things to have, and she finally has it, and I'm thrilled for her. And I rode in the car for the first time and saw it for the first time off the jack today, and I was very impressed with how it looks and how it rides, and very excited about that.
What do you have a Mercedes?
No, I don't. I'm not a car person at all. I ask questions when I came here, like, what exactly are you doing, and why is this happening, and why this is not happening. The group here is fantastic. Pierre and Jesse did a lot of the work on our car, and he rode with us and walked us through so many of the things that he'd done to the car. And I know nothing about cars. I know I want to get in the car, I want it to start, and I want it to take me where I want it to go. And I feel safe having, we put a bunch of money into this, and I'm glad that we found these guys in Titusville, of all places, and they just are subject matter experts. My field that I work in, I seek out other subject matter experts to help me with what I need to do. And when you find somebody like this group, and they're able to steer you through the process where, again, I know nothing about cars, and I'll freely admit that, you feel a lot better about what you're doing, for sure.
How do you feel that this particular Mercedes complements your wife, Randy?
Oh, boy. She comes from this big family, and this family was tight-knit, and her uncle had Mercedes, and she grew up on a farm, and she talks about, most people who grew up on a farm would talk about the animals, and she talks about some of them, but she talks about driving the Mercedes through the pasture with her cousin, and then driving it on her own later on. And her other cousins, they'd inherit her uncle's Mercedes. He got rid of one, they'd get the next one, and this. You could tell it's like a piece of her childhood that she has back, and I see her with the family that she interacts with, and they have so much fun, and this is part of it. And I think it's a really cool thing to be able to do later in your life when you have a chance to, that brings a little bit of that back and gives a little bit of that excitement. So.
Andy, thank you so much for taking out the time to speak with us today.
No problem.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say while we're...
Pierre is absolutely the best mechanic ever known to man, and we should all have him work for us. Thank you.